Hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video I have some fun spring decor ideas just using what we have around the house and featuring the much requested Rae Dunn collection. So if you are new here, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. Lately, we have been spending all of our time in our homes, and it seems more important now than ever to create a happy space for our families by adding a few spring touches throughout the house and gathering some of your most favorite things around you. For me, one of my most favorite things is my Rae Dunn collection, and I get asked all the time if I actually use my pieces or if they are just for display. Well, I do use the majority of my collection pretty much daily, and even those pieces that I do have on display, like my canister set here, I use it to hold like my larger bulk spices and loose tea. I have a pretty small kitchen, so having these little out-of-sight spots to stash away things like pens and pencils and small kitchen tools free up a lot of space in the drawers to hold those larger things that I use every day. Green is one of my favorite colors to decorate with, especially in the spring, and adding some greenery around your room really helps bring in the season. I really don't have a lot of luck with real indoor plants, so I just added these faux IKEA plants to my Rae Dunn flower pots here above the sink. Twinkle lights are a really fun addition anytime during the year, and they are really easy to add just about anywhere. I have this large bowl in the corner of my counter that I have attached some white lights to by just using those really tiny command hooks stuck to the back and just wrapping the lights around. This really brightens up this corner, and we use it in the evenings as a really nice soft night light here in the kitchen. The lights also create a focal point for my Rae Dunn tea set. I have always loved and collected teapots, and I think I probably have maybe 5 different Rae Dunn teapots throughout the house. This set was the first one that I ever found, and that creamer there was one of the only pieces that I ever bought online and paid way too much money for. Next to every sink in the house and here in the kitchen, I have a tray that holds the Rae Dunn soap and lotion dispensers. This has actually saved me money in the long run because I used to go through those Bath and Body Works hand soaps so quickly, and that can get really pricey. I have a few more canisters on the other side of my countertop. Here in the utensil canister, I like to add a little something for the season. I have a couple bunny picks that I found at Michael's, but you can easily cut these out of some spring cardstock or even put in a little greenery on the side. I also have the Rae Dunn colander full of fruit and the oats, brown sugar, and granola canisters. On the other side of the kitchen next to the refrigerator, I have this set of glass cabinets that I have used to keep some of my cookbook collection. Usually these are just the ones that I use the most, but I have also recently added several Rae Dunn pieces. Now these are some of the ones that I really don't use as often, so they just kind of hang out there with my cookbooks. In the very top cabinet, I have another teapot with a triple stack of the tea, coffee, and sugar, along with 3 of the cellar canisters with the wooden lids. In the lower section of the cabinet next to my Barefoot Contessa cookbooks, which P.S. Ina is just the best friend to have ever, I have my first set of the large mixing bowls. I do have an additional set that I actually use every day when I cook, but this set just lives here permanently. On the second shelf, I have some of my real favorites. There is another teapot, the milk carafe, and a little honey pot. And there in the back, which used to be the holy grail of all Rae Dunn, is the cookie jar. And lastly, on the last shelf, I have the More Please canister, some ice cream spoons, and the syrup pitcher. I always have a seasonal centerpiece for my kitchen table, which remains long after I have put away the place settings so that we can use it every day. Tiered trays really do make it easy to create any type of centerpiece anywhere. Here I've just added a Rae Dunn birdhouse and a bunny sugar bowl to make this centerpiece ready for spring. So let's talk about mugs for a minute. If you are a Rae Dunn collector, you have an exorbitant amount of mugs like I do. You know, lucky for us, so many are holiday based that we can use them throughout the house for decor and put them away when the holidays are over. I found this mug rack on Amazon, which I really love, and I use it to change out my holiday mugs. And I also gather bunches of mugs together in wire baskets around the house, like on top of the refrigerator and in the dining room. Although I do still have a very full cabinet full of mugs that we use every day, I think this is a really different and fun way to use mugs as decor. Using green for spring in the family room has been really easy because I use green in this room all year long. It's one of my favorite accent colors. So I have kept most of the actual spring and Easter decorations here on the chalk cabinet. I've used some Rae Dunn birdhouses and bunny canisters to reflect the season, and I've also used some plates that, you know, we all have in our homes. It's a simple way to add accent colors throughout your house. In this cabinet, I also keep some much-loved family photos and some of my extra Rae Dunn pieces that I use to switch out when I change up decor throughout the house. You know, gathering a collection of framed family Easter photos is a really simple way to decorate. You can add some bright spring ribbon or Easter grass underneath. Although we may not be having a big Easter dinner this year, I'm really glad that I took the time to decorate the dining room. The place settings are really simple. I have a large Rae Dunn dinner plate with the appetizer plate and the napkin coming from the Target dollar spot. The photo in the table centerpiece is of an Easter a really long time ago when I was a little girl, and I really love bringing this out every year. I have always collected ivory dishes and serving pieces because they coordinate so easily with any holiday, and I feel the same way about Rae Dunn. I love the simplicity of them and the ability to blend in with any style. For now, I have put away all of my china and replaced it with a full set of Rae Dunn dinnerware. I have 8 place settings, including the large Blessed dinner plate, the summer luncheon plates, pasta bowls, and more mugs. The beautiful stemware that you see there are vintage silver-rimmed wine, champagne, and cordial glasses that I received from a sweet family member. I love them so much, and I think that they look just perfect alongside these really simple dishes. I have shared this corner cabinet a couple times before, and I will leave a link to that video up above. It is just all simply decorated for spring with some wooden bunnies, greens, and a few seasonal Rae Dunn pieces. I have another basket of mugs up top along with a little bit of lamb's ear garland. Lamb's ear always reminds me so much of spring anyway, and I use it throughout my decorating all year long, so it was really simple just to add this little moss bunny that I found at Michael's this year next to this tiered tray holding some love-inspired Dunn. The easiest spring decor idea is using anything that has bunnies or chicks, and this spring Rae Dunn tea set makes it pretty simple. Any of the Dunn pieces that I have used throughout my decorating can easily be replaced with your favorite collectible, colored plate, or even your favorite spring flower. The idea is just to bring a little bit of the season inside to brighten your home for spring. Thank you all so much for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed this light-hearted collection and decor video. You know, it is difficult during this time to know what is the right thing to post, and I'm very conscious of the fact that we all need to give ourselves grace and time to process all that is happening right now. I hope you will subscribe and join our community of friends over on Facebook. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, be kind to each other, stay safe, and I will see you again soon. Bye!